Welcome to Defender of Freedom for All, United States of America against Trump. Tonight we are going to highlight why things are so messed up in the United States of America. Today is November 28, 2016. President Barack Obama is the 44th President of the United States. The first Black American president. His story is the American story. Values from the heartland, a middle-class upbringing in a strong family, hard work and education as the means of getting ahead, and the conviction that a life so blessed should be lived in service to others. He was elected the 44th President of the United States on November 4, 2008, and sworn in on January 28, 2009. After being re-elected in 2012, President Obama is currently serving his second and final term, which will end in January 2017. Throughout his 8-year term as the 44th President, President Obama received no support from Congress and the Republican Party, who lead this racist attack against their own president. The primary reason the Republican Party blocked all actions on this president was because he was a Black American. Regardless of the racism at the highest level in the United States of America, President Obama was still able to achieve so much for the people of the United States of America. During President Obama's struggle with racism at the highest level of the federal government of the United States of America, which was noticed and felt throughout the entire world, one man named Donald Trump was the primary person to lead this disrespect towards President Obama and dishonor the presidential office of the United States of America. Donald Trump's racist attacks on President Obama went on for 7 of the 8 years during his time as the U.S. President. For that reason and that reason only, a seed of racism, hate and fear was planted within the minds of so many Americans. Donald Trump is a con artist, racist, coward and a leader of hate, fear, racism, anger and violence. His campaign was the worst campaign ever to become the president, the same presidential office and position that he disrespected for the last 7 years. He is living proof of what a true hypocrite is and will always be. Trump's primary focus is to be the first present-day dictator of the USA. The United States of America is now divided and filled with extreme racism, hate, fear, anger and violence. Since the election, hate crimes are extremely high. People are protesting against Trump and half the nation does not accept him as their president. He will go down in history as the worst leader ever. Since the election, hate crimes are extremely high. People are protesting against Trump and half the nation does not accept him as their president. He will go down in history as the worst leader ever. Also, since the election, the primary hate groups of the United States of America have came out and celebrate Trump's victory, showing the world that only people that are filled with racism, hate or anger supports him. That is why Defender of Freedom for All, the United States of America against Trump was formed and put into action, because the nature of the new leadership is to bring back the racism that was so strong back in the 1920 to 1960. The primary focus of the new upcoming government is to make USA a white-only country again. Not all Trump supporters are racist, but they do accept it, then they support Trump.
Our once upon a time great nation is no longer great, and when President Obama steps down from being the president, this will be the last of great leaders that this nation will see. We will give this new government the same respect they gave President Obama. We will fight to keep freedom for all and not whites only.